Hi, everybody. Okay, so I want to talk to you for a second just about, I named this Don't Get in a Lather. That's from Dennis Jimenez. It was Walter Matthau. And so if you remember that movie a long time ago. But I just wanted to say that, we're coming into some things that are going to be kind of crazy. We got to keep our focus on what God's doing, not what everybody else is doing, not ever, whatever comes out of the bag here. We just have to keep our focus on what God is doing. It's really easy to speculate or to get in our minds something that God isn't doing, and then we get in a lather. We get all worked up and we start having a fit, and we start speculating and exaggerating some things that aren't really going to happen. It was interesting because if God is for us, who's against us, right? So we have that in our corner. And so we've got to keep our eyes focused on what God is doing. I mean, he's doing things. He's getting people ready for some miraculous things. This morning I woke up and I heard him say unusual miracles. Unusual miracles. And I thought, oh my gosh, we're stepping into a time where we're going to see him do exceeding abundant above what we could ever ask or think. We haven't really seen that yet. And so I don't know. I'm just telling you, I had a prophetic dream where God was telling me prophesy some stuff like new alignments, new places where we're going to be gathering together, and we're going to have these times where God, in that gathering together, where it's just small and it's intimate and it's not like a big stage or anything like that. It's just people are going to get downloads. We're going to prophesy things into the atmosphere. They're going to happen. And so, we're coming into some really great times in God. The other thing I was thinking about Matthew 24, where it says the love of many is going to grow cold. And the reason why that would happen, in my opinion, would be because there's so much crap going out, and we're eating it, or we're listening to it, or our hearts are getting weighed down with all the injustice and all the junk going around. But God's said, vengeance is mine, I will repay. He's a vindicator. He's the rewarder of those who have done the right thing, And so we just have to keep our eyes on where we're going and what's happening. I know when the Burning Man, our team was out at the Burning Man festival, and I didn't go, so just so you know, and I did a video about that, and it was just one of those times when I felt like I needed to stay back, and now I know why, because I was posting about the elements, about the rain, about all this. But it was interesting to me how people took it and they ran with it, and they were like, oh my gosh, they're locking them in, they're gating them up, they won't let them out. And that wasn't true. There's an Ebola breakout. Well, that wasn't true. There's people walking around in hazmat suits. That wasn't true. And there's flesh-eating bacteria coming out of the mud. That wasn't true either. But, people were just like, oh my gosh, it's judgment. It's going to happen. And then there was this picture that surfaced from one of our team members, and he had taken a picture of a double rainbow over it. God is in the midst of all of things that are happening. He's well able to do more things than what we have experienced or thought about. So we need to keep our eyes focused on what he's doing and watch him do some incredible miracles. There's going to be some things that we've never, ever dreamed up. We have never dreamed up, and he has got, I always think he's kind of holding his cards close to his chest, So we're going to get to watch him do some excelled, wonderful miracles. Unusual miracles is what I heard. Unusual miracles. Now, I know that there's false signs and wonders, okay? There's lying signs and wonders that will happen. But, anything God does, Satan always tries to counterfeit it. And he always turns it and twists it around. It doesn't matter what it is. He just tries to, he's a narcissist. He takes it and turns it around. So we just have to be aware of that. So that, you don't discount the true signs and wonders and unusual miracles because there's lying ones. I mean, that's just foolish. We have to go with God. We've got to look at him and see that he's doing things behind the scenes. And so, I just wanted you to know that there was some incredible testimonies and different things that happened out when we were out. The team was out in at the Burning Man Festival, there were a lot of people. I heard that there was a report that was like 50 to 75 people at a time inside the tent. So, that just tells me when you've got 70,000 people out there and it's 7 miles long and you've got all kinds of theme camps that they could be going to, they're choosing to go to a place where there is a presence of God, and the Holy Spirit is free to move. And so when that happens, you've got a lot of people that are going to come, and they're going to feel the presence of God for the first time. And they're also going to be turned around. Things are going to be turned around in their lives. They're going to find new life. They're going to surrender their lives. They are told about Jesus once they have an encounter, and that's how it goes down. It just does. And so that's how any of us, if you think about it, that's how any of us came to know him, is that we had an encounter. God encountered us, and he showed us that he's real. So we've got to keep our eyes focused on what's going on. I just want to say thank you to the people that helped us go, the support that's been pouring in, and we have other outreaches that are coming up right away. And I want you to, if you want to be trained, I have a training coming up in the Arlington area, Arlington, Texas. It's October 7th. And then I have a outreach training and event in Vegas the following weekend on the 13th and 14th in Vegas. And all of that is on my website, cindymcgill.org. And so I want you to be ready and available, that you can be trained, come with us, learn how to do some of this stuff, get the book Words That Work and Methods that in the Madness, because that gives you, Words That Work tells you why, Methods tells you how to do some of this stuff, and to be effective in reaching a generation that are so confused and so messed up. And so we just have to keep our mind on him, and we have to see how he's going to do things. But God said, I'm going to do unusual miracles. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I'm thinking, oh gosh, everything in God is an adventure. I never know what he's going to do next. And I like that, because it keeps me on my toes, and it also keeps me from leaning to my own understanding. And when I do lean to my own understanding, oftentimes I get really bogged down, I can't, I limit what he wants to do. So just get over yourself, I guess would be the best way to put it. I have to get over myself and just let God do what he wants to do. So we're ready. We're going to watch a lot of things begin to be shaken. And when you're shaken, you need to realize that it's all going to be for something, unto something. Okay. So that loose ends are not going to be, they're going to be, you're going to see what's true and what's not true. And God's going to reveal it to us, and he's going to show us the path to walk in. Keep your antenna up toward him, and let him instruct you in the way that you will go. And he said he's going to counsel you with his eye. So, he's going to do that. So I just wanted to encourage you about that. I'm going to get a shout out and give you some more detail about outreaches and things that are coming, and how we're going to train, and how we're going to be able to launch an army into this harvest. I know that there's supposed to be a big falling away, as the days get closer to Jesus coming back. Well, you can't have a big falling away unless you have a big gathering in. So, I just feel like the gathering in is most important right now. We don't know what God's going to do. I mean, there's just going to be a ridiculous amount of people that are going to, it's already started. I don't know if you know that. It's already started. You can feel the atmosphere shift and change. And so there's a whole thing coming where God is getting a hold of people, whether it's by dreams, whether it's visitation, whether angels are showing up. I know angels have been really showing up around our end of the block here. We've had a lot of visitations and different things. So I don't know. I kind of get excited about the supernatural expressions and things that happen. Yeah. So anyway, go to my website, cindymcgill.org. Make sure that you go to my YouTube channel too, and like and subscribe to it. And there's going to be more things coming up. I think I've got a couple shows I'm going to do in the near future that will also be posted on my website. They will be posted on the social, and they'll be posted on YouTube. So I'm just going to give out whatever we've got. We're going to have some prayer times together. We're also going to do a training. We're going to launch a training curriculum. I think it's going to be like a circuit rider thing. I don't think it's going to be in one location. I think it's going to be all over the place. And so we're excited about putting that together with some detail so that you're going to have you'll be able to go to one of the places and get the training that you need. All right. All right. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. I'll go to my website, cindymeal.org, and God bless you guys for your support and for your love and for your prayers and your giving toward these outreaches. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.